Divine Rising Academy, 6WA in this hoe. We had to switch locations on them. I don't know who them is, but make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're staying aligned on your path in every possible way, because being hydrated is one of those great ways you stay on your path. Why? Because the water, especially when you're aligned, especially when you're divine, the water, when you know it's a part of you, the sun, electricity, water, good hydrogen, it's gonna pass on a lot of good stuff to your spirit. Good downloads. Good download. You know? Because, you know, hey, we have gone on to believe that we breathe, like, that we really breathe oxygen and shit. The oxygen, the air, all that shit. The first element was what? Hydrogen. All right? At least in terms of, like, you know, periodic elements. Right? So we had hydrogen. Right? And then we had carbon, I believe. And then we had oxygen. And then we had calcium. And then we had silicon. All right? And then we had, I believe, phosphorus. That last one might be off. So to sit up there and say that we only breathe oxygen is bullshit, when oxygen itself comes from other elements, like hydrogen. Or is it phosphorus, or is it it starts with a P. I don't think it's phosphorus. It's either phosphorus or calcium, silicon. Right? And those are just a few of them. Okay, embrace the elements, study, go into it. Okay, hey, walk into a library. You're never too busy. Just gotta make the time. Walking, don't care how grown you think you are. Me, I go to the library, I'll sit up right at the, I'll walk through I'll look at the kids' books, I'll look at the comic books, I'll look at all the fantasy books, I'll look at all the space books, the sports books, look at every type of book. Go in that fucking library and consume the whole thing. Because you're gonna be aware of a lot. Some shit ain't gonna sit right. Some shit's gonna make sense, but then it's gonna give you ideas, or not ideas, but it's gonna further your understanding. I believe, yeah. I was talking about how I went to a park, and I got on the roof. In the last video, I talked about how I went to a park recently, and at night I was able to get on the roof, and it'd be so cool to do a video up there. Like, come on, like, let me see if I can put it up there. That way in the back over there. All right, if you can see it. On top of that. Way in the back over there. All right. Way in the back over there. I'm telling you, if you get a chance, man, there's all types of spots. They can't tell you what to do. No one owns shit. I'm trying to tell you. The only thing you have to do is be respectful, though. So that's why, you know, you're mindful of activity during the day, and the fact that, you know, motherfuckers besides, it's hot as fuck. That roof is pure, it's just sheet metal. It's a big ass skillet right now. You have to go there at night, otherwise you're gonna cook right now. So you know, and it's just, that's how nature has it set up. All right, we have a lot of activity going on during the day. For festivities like that, you wait until motherfuckers asleep, or, you know, not aware, or can't see, or whatever. So I ain't doing nothing up there. I was only up there for like 5 minutes, so. Yeah, it's important that we all break fucking free. on a daily basis. The pressure. Like I said, it doesn't hurt. It's not difficult. It's just annoying. Like these flies that keep fucking getting on. I don't even care. They can do whatever. It's their shit. But because I always say it's bad enough, but it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be. And then it gets to the point where you're sitting there and like the pressure doesn't even feel like pressure. It's like, okay, right, if you're trying to work or if you're trying to do something, you're trying to study you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do, but all around you, there's distractions all around you. And it's like, they're not just normal distractions. They're distractions that are trying to distract you. They see that you're working. They know that you want nothing more than to focus on God's work. But what so that's why people around you, situations are going to try to be the one thing that gets you to not do your work for God. I don't care how hot it is. I don't care how many people are annoying me, calling me, texting. I don't care. Care about the bugs. Care if it's raining or not. We here and we gonna do that shit. No one is stopping that. I don't care who you think you are. You could be down here, you could be up there, doesn't matter. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's how everybody has to be rocking. Because if we don't rock like that, then we're going to be looking at everybody else and their success, and we're not going to have shit but envy and jealousy. Regardless of that, I'll never have those things. No. So I try to make the most of the fucking moment, try to make the most of what's going on. I don't care, because as you try to make the most of it, even still, right, as the days go on, you're trying to conquer success, you're trying to be successful, you're trying to, day by day, stepping stones of progress. And the more you try to appreciate the small things in between the work, just know that still those things that are trying to distract you, they will continuously try to do that. And just have that be one of the reasons why you go even harder, man. For real. Because fuck that shit, bro. You are not about to sit up here and no one is going to be the reason why you don't succeed. You don't even have, this is all shit you just know in your spirit. Fuck waking up every day in the morning, looking in the mirror, I believe this is fuck real. You don't need no assurance. God is certainty. What the fuck is assurance? Let alone reassurance. Re-fucked up. That's what you got, man. Because there's really no rush. Motherfuckers always think they gotta be somewhere based on where they're at a lot sooner. I used to be the same way. Thinking because you're a certain age or because you're wherever you're at in life that you have to have this and that. You don't. Because chances are the shit that you want ain't what God wants. Chances are the shit that you want is probably what everyone wants. And most people, most beings don't care about understanding their true destinies so they can be aware of the heavens in the most intelligent way based on God saying this is what it is and not what that motherfucker or that motherfucker gotta say. So I'm so chill with it. This is absolute. It's not reassured though. It's automatic certainty. God tier certainty. Right? That's why, like, in between topics and shit, I let nature talk. But then before you know it, the spirit is jumping right into, boom, the next topic, which is being yourself, regardless of what the fuck anyone has to say. Because they're gonna say as much as possible for as long as possible, hoping that one day you decay. No. We are here to play, party, pop shit, have fun, become strong, be wise, all that good shit. This is the composure. I don't care what the job is. I'm always going to be focused, but laid back. Knowing that whenever shit gets real, I'm ready for it. And that's the moment y'all going to see the true power of yourself. All right, going from composed and focused to then unleashing that, channeling that to crush whatever the conflict is, right? I'ma crush it, yeah, for sure. Every day, know it. For sure. Every day I wake up, guarantee I'ma crush it. I ain't about to rush it. Hey, sticks banging like percussion. Yeah, hey. Never gave a fuck about somebody trying to talk shit, cause I know from the start it means nothing. Yeah, for sure. Yes. Bam. You know, when you get out, I look forward to all the colors that we have yet to appreciate, because whenever I get around green, I'm home. Because green is more than just a color. Green, it's a resonance, it's a spiritual shade, it's a frequency, it's a vibration. Okay, it is pure energy, and it represents green. The shade. Okay, what plants being green, things that are green being green. That color and its shade symbolizes stuff. That's why I fuck with gamma rays. That shit's all around us. Gamma rays, dark matter, electromagnetism. The radiation is godly out here. They'll have you thinking that radiation is bad. Meanwhile, the whole time, your phone emits radiation. Blue light radiation, okay? Your fucking microwave emits what? Ionized radiation. Right? Basic shit. You can see it on when you buy your microwave from Walmart or wherever, you can read it on the back of the box. You can go on Google. Radiation's not bad, despite how much rumors and myths that are out there. Oh, you need blue light glasses if you ain't got God. If you got God, now you're just rocking them just to rock them. Doesn't mean be careless. Doesn't mean sit up super close. No. It means just have a good time. Be overall, just be aware, be cool, be careful. Exercise awareness and appreciation for God and everything that's been created up until now. And you included. Find your ass a spot. Sit your ass there and watch the movie that just came out. Who cares about the blue light? It's not about that. The fear of blue light, you going, oh, my phone, the fear of anything, could be anything. The fear of lung cancer will give you cancer before actual smoking does, because there are people who are fucking 60, 70, 80, going through packs a week, and they're chilling. Meanwhile, there's niggas in their 30s with lung cancer. Meanwhile, there's motherfuckers and the teenagers fucking out here with vape, getting fucked up lungs from vapes. I could build a sculpture with all the vapes I smoke. And it's because I was never smoking them for the same reason everybody else was smoking them. I've already talked about why I smoke. It's more than, it has nothing to do with dopamine. It has nothing to do with high. No. It has nothing to do with a rush. Fuck a rush. Big time fucking rush your ass to the motherfucking ER. If you think you can walk around out here doing whatever, saying whatever without God in the universe. Because then these things become a part of your purpose. Not shit you're bound to. Mind you, I'm in the astral plane half the time and I'm never smoking there. If I could have the awareness, I would definitely spawn a blunt or something. And I have before. I just can't do it like that, how much I want to. And that's bothering me. So it's not bothering me, but like I should be able to just, you know, we're working on it. The astral, you know, going astral is something that's not only limited to going to sleep at night. You could do it simply by I could do it right now. There are people who can do it by just closing their eyes, focusing, and because they're that masterful, they boom, there. And we got all this shit that we got to do out here, right? So you can't be asleep trying to. I used to do that for the longest. That's how I even got good at the astral plane and lucid dreaming at all. That's how I even got good at all. Because I had no job at the time. I was stuck in a foster home and I was damn just miserable as fuck, but I was still putting out videos. And in between that, I would just sleep for like fucking, for no reason sometimes, just so I could practice as much as possible in the astral plane. So I could practice and understand and master as much as possible there. So when I wake my ass up and come back here, I can do shit better. One of the things that help us do shit better here. You know? There are some people out there that charge their water. I started to do that a little bit. Basically, you take water, or you take spring water, and then you put it either in a copper jar or a glass jar, or a glass bottle or a copper bottle or a glass cup or a copper cup. Most people usually have blue or glass. And if you have blue glass, okay, blue glass has they have different properties compared to normal glass. When it comes to just your average glass versus blue glass, especially when it comes to water, the aesthetics, the energy is different. And a lot of people have researched that and they know a lot about that. So if you want to know more about the, I guess, you know, blue glass, go look it up. It's probably not like a super deep rabbit hole like that, but you know, I have a very strong admiration for blue glass. I'll say that. It could be a pipe, you know, to smoke some shit in. You know, a blue glass pipe. It could be a cup, you know, to drink some shit in. It could be a vase. It's its own thing, okay? You know, you have tortilla chips, but then you got blue tortilla chips. What? So, right? Yeah. But I look forward to all of it. You know, all the different colors. You know, there's so many colors out there outside of the ones we know, and it's going to be great. You know, they already talk about, oh, there's different colors, and just like the galaxies and planets, there's so many, and we know that. You don't have to sit there and try to profit off of telling us shit we already know. We know there's more. We know that the realms are unlimited. We know. Ooh. Forgive us, God. Forgive us, God. I've had you know, people in the past go, oh, why do you say forgive you, God, every time you burp or some shit? Because the seraphim cover their feet and face in reverence for God's power and glory. So basically, what that means is if I burp, that means because we're angelic and before God's power, that means it's like you go over to, it's called courtesy. It's called being respectful. All right. God is God. So if I'm burping among the kingdom of God, I'm not going to sit up here and just not have any courtesy. It's disrespectful. You go over to your fucking friend's house. Half the time, most of y'all won't even take a shit at somebody's houses, let alone in public. Public, I get. Nasty, gross, right? Whatever. And I get that too, but you got to get past your pride. Shit, working at Walmart. I used to work at Walmart. And I was shitting every day in that hoe. Did I like to? Did I want to? No. Good thing You know, that thing happens in the morning. You get that out the way in the morning, and then you're mindful of what the fuck you're eating, so you don't fucking have to go that much long, like while you're there anyway. Woo! Beautiful day. I pray everybody's having a great day. Go find some water, find a nature path, or go hit up a place that got tacos and margaritas. Shit, get you if you're in between, or if you're traveling right now on business. Hey, just because you're there on work, make sure you get as much work done as possible, but also make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you also hit that motherfucker. So hit the city a little bit or something. Make sure your shit's ready though. But make sure shit, go get a drink or something. Get some room service at least. I don't know, do something. I'm trying to tell people to get out, get up, do something. Because a lot of people go, oh, we can't be like you. We can't drop all these videos every day or every week. Well, both. We can't drop all this content. We have to do this. No, yeah, that's the thing. You lost me at. We have to do anything other than what the fuck you're supposed to do. You know what you want to do. You know how to do it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Naturally, because you're supposed to. The more you reject that, the more you give yourself to that job, the more you give yourself to that fucking, to that draining thing, people, situations, is the longer you have signed your ass up for misery. That don't sit with me. No, it doesn't sit with me whatsoever. Okay, as long as you breathe, it's a blessing. So you deserve as much prosperity as possible. It's that simple. And then you cut off everything. I always say you cut off everything and anything when you know God got you. And you might go through it a little bit. I was sleeping in okay? It doesn't matter. Whether you got no place to go, whether you got no food, whether you got no money, whether you got no nothing. Make it work, and it will. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a process. But as long as you are devoted to just doing it and getting through it, you will. But also this path is gonna push you to do things. All right, the godly path is gonna push you to be unlimited, infinite. It's gonna push you to expand for eternity. It's gonna take you from, I've never been antisocial, but if you're antisocial and you go godly, you're gonna be networking like a motherfucker. You're gonna be having experiences that you aren't used to because you've been so fucking, because you've been cooped up. That's what you've been. You've been cooped up. Me, I've never been antisocial. I've just been broke as fuck, so I can't do shit. With a job, without a job, still fucking broke. So you know what? Send it all the way, all day, every day, until shit, something. Because that something it's gonna really be something. It ain't got no choice. And if this video cuts before, if this video stops just randomly, it's because the storage ran out. All right, so if this video stops at any point, that's what happened. Before I gave you guys an outro. All right, if I don't give you an outro and it cuts in the middle of me talking, the phone said, I'm gonna take a nap, okay? The phone died, all right? Don't worry, he'll hit a charger and resurrect soon. What's a shortage? What's rare? Rare. I don't really care. Nothing. A lot of motherfuckers are making money off of lying to people and making them think that there's a shortage of shit. Like limited time only offers, nothing's limited. The whole point is to make people rush in there out of fear of it not being there anymore. For some places, they really do end up just not being there anymore, or the stock really is gone after that. But the whole point is to appreciate. I'll never forget about how great Blockbuster is. Shit, blue and yellow right here. Blockbuster is one of those things that raised me, along with everything it represents and what it's connected to. Y'all so quick to salute the soldiers, and always salute the soldiers. But also salute paramedics, firefighters, and salute Blockbuster. Because we got one standing left, and it's out in Oregon. And we gonna do a video there. It's not gonna be one of these type of videos. We gonna do a vlog video. We gonna go up in there. The whole point is to be like, hey, shit, nothing's changed. The only difference is we both got better, and we connecting on that right now. That's it. Blockbuster, if you want, you should drop a streaming service. And I guarantee, because here's the thing, shit became a vibe over time, and motherfuckers, you can capitalize off of that. Nostalgia is always forever. If you just bring back a few Blockbusters with limited inventory, so you don't have to fucking keep up with shit, it's just all basic, you know, or only new releases, no classics though. Or maybe like select classics, you know, like The Hangover and Step Brothers or some shit, or, you know, shit like that. But like, even that's too big. They should just only focus on just only recent movies. But that's why they should have a streaming service. But that's the thing, I don't know how they're gonna get these titles on there like that. I mean, shit, if Netflix and all these things and all these different platforms can do it, why couldn't they? If Toys R Us came back, so can Blockbuster. And guess what? People go, oh, Toys R Us is gone. It's not what it was back then, but that doesn't mean it's dead. This is where I'm going with this. There's no such thing as a shortage. The whole point is to appreciate. Me going to Blockbuster at a young age, me going to Blockbuster at an earlier point in time, it taught me a lot. It gave me so much inspiration. You're not fucking fast. And on top of that, it made me want to work so fucking hard so that I could have my own Blockbuster in my crib. So I could have my own IMAX in my crib. I'm sorry, our crib. So we could have all that shit. So we could have a Toys R Us in our crib. Literally multiple cribs and different, like shit. At one of them have a fucking a literal Toys R Us inspired store. I'm not saying copy though. Don't sit up there and try to recreate no Toys R Us in your house. No, I'm saying, you know, and make a toy store area that represents Toys R Us is not the first toy store. It's just one of the toy stores that was popular around our time and shit. You can get rich and you can fucking deck out a spot in your house with movie seats, concession stands, big ass screen, hella good ass speakers. You can do this. You could do that. You could put a whole wall. You could buy a big ass. You could buy a palace and make that bitch just a whole water park if you wanted. There's no such thing as ridiculous. You can do whatever. And the more you do and the bigger it is, represents your what? Connection to God, your appreciation to God and the universe. That shit will grow and grow and grow. It'll grow forever. It's just grow and grow and grow. I want my shit to grow exponentially. So I'm going to make sure that life for us anyways is like GTA times motherfucking a trillion. Just without the, you know, robbing and stealing and shit. Like, I'm all about the missions, and I'm all about the rewards, but I'm all about that, you know. It can't be no regular shit. But God has it under control out here. For us anyways. And for everybody who knows what that means and lives for it. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why you can't invite everybody. Be aware of who's cool and keep it cool with them. But half the times it be the lamest motherfuckers be trying to, what y'all doing? Shit, anything going on? I don't got shit to do. I never cared about having anything going on in my life. My whole existence is based off of glazing what the fuck everybody else got going on. What y'all doing? We sitting there the whole time like, leave that shit immediately. They say that without saying it. There ain't a single reason why everybody can't have their own shit going on. Jealousy and envy are two things that lead to people getting hurt and fucked up, mentally and physically, spiritually too. Unacceptable. Out of all the unlimited abundance, you're gonna sit up here and be mad and be ungrateful and take that out and project it over what you think is humans walking around with success? Fuck out of here. What's up, boy? What's up, man? Yeah. I had to shake up with my plant homies. You see, I think it was off cam. Can you see him right here? Yeah, you can. Nah, okay. Oh, I could definitely see that. Just appreciation. It's not about what I'm saying. It's about the fact that I'm connecting with the tree and the plant. I love the fuck out of this nigga right here. All right, let me give this one. Love you, man. For real. It's a big, beautiful ass tree too. And they feel that. They know that. Okay? I'm ready for all this shit to get real out here. We're ready to lead on the front lines. At our post, doing what we do most. Be godly. Fuck you saying, Seraphic is shit. The universe appreciates it for sure. But it is up to you. Yeah, it's not about what to say, what to think, what to do. It's all about being. That's what I'm doing before you right now. I'm being. We're being as much as we possibly can. Staying ready so we never have to get ready, but being. I could say godly, but be. That's what it truly means to feel and live and conquer and all these other things. But we need to be. Capital B. Boy. For sure. Yeah. On a serious note, it's mandatory. It's very mandatory. And some of us, unfortunately, I'm one of them, have had the opportunity, I guess, I'll call it that. We'll call it that, definitely, because we appreciate it. We've had the opportunity of seeing how mandatory it truly is. By getting kicked and stabbed and shot by shit in life that was not meant to keep us down. It was supposed to make us go. It was supposed to understand how important it is to not be down. And it's instant too. You get knocked the fuck down, boom. You automatically don't want to be on the ground. But your shock sometimes will have you sitting there like, what the fuck just happened? Am I on the ground? I think I am on the ground. God damn, am I still on the ground? What the fuck am I doing on the ground? If I get up, you might knock me back on the ground. What's the point? You know what? Fuck the ground. I'm laying here. No. You got to get up. Okay? It's mandatory to get up. It's mandatory to realize, not being successful, being down bad, being broke, being miserable, all that shit, all that fucked up shit is fucked up. It's mandatory that you also believe and know that it actually is. So if you get knocked the fuck down or out, it's cool. Not really, but what is cooler is you getting the fuck back up. All right? And to be aware and to knock that shock out the way, because guess what? Motherfuckers gonna kick your ass knock you down, and they gonna keep kicking your ass if you allow them to. Awareness, all right? Your natural instinct automatically, regardless if it's physical or mental or whatever this experience is, you get knocked the fuck down or you get hit at all. Shit, be like Goku. Be like Superman, all right? Them niggas get hit in the face, they don't even feel that shit. Unless it's like somebody on their level. Now they're having fun. Unless it's at stake of the world, like, and all the people. Like, okay, when Superman fights, like, General Zod, I guarantee you he's probably having fun, but he knows that General Zod is trying to destroy everything, so that's what makes it not fun, right? With Goku, if Superman fights Goku, it's going to be a pure sparring match. It's not going to be about world domination. It's going to be about two superpowered motherfuckers having a superpowered fight. And they're going to enjoy it the whole time. And that shit's all over YouTube too. You can go watch that. They illustrated that perfectly. They captured that perfectly about how it would go. All right? Unstoppable, okay? Don't matter what it is. I mean, it's at the point now, shit, I get injured, I could walk into a door, bloom. I could fall on accident. Something could happen. It could be something, an injury that should have me there crying or have me there, no. I absorb that fucking pain, I absorb that power, and it channels into something that makes me excited. It's not adrenaline, all right? That's why if I get punched in the fucking face, if I get hit, forgive us, God, it most likely will be in a professional environment with gloves and mouth guards and all that shit. But even in that situation, I'm still absorbing all the hits, turning that power into our own appreciation, which then furthers our power. Because our appreciation is always based on what? Praising God's power and glory. Serving the universe and all that glory too. Serving for the galaxy. Not just Earth. That's just where we're at now. Shit. My spaceship is getting ready right now. My starfighter is just getting its last minute repairs. Whether that's an actual starfighter or I just get my fucking wings, don't matter. Or ability to fucking get off the ground. I'm trying to get off the ground for real, like physical, like, you know, career wise, I guess, making a living wise, right? Not even making a living wise. I'm trying to get off the ground destiny wise, so that then we can go on to truly, actually soar and stand from the heavens. It's not enough to just fly. You gotta soar, you gotta stand from the heavens. That's above flying, all right? Being in that throne room, that's the highest of the high. Woo! It's beautiful whenever you get, you know, visions, or whenever you go through experiences that give you further enlightenment on the true reality of what's going on around us, you know? God is very real. Woo! Everybody's always trying to get a hug. Give me a hug, give me a hug. From her or from him or from them. Have you ever gotten a hug from God? It has to be something you develop into allowing. It has to be something you want so much until it actually happens. But not just the hug. Anything and everything that has to do with connecting with the true force of God. Okay? Forget the books, forget the indoctrination. The true force of God is literally, like I said earlier, it's the voice inside you. That's the best way I can explain it. What you refer to as a head voice, or your instincts, or that inner feeling that's telling you, that's giving you that feeling, or that's telling you for real. That's God right there. And when you understand that, you become a part of it, and then from there you start to develop into some special shit, into some divine shit. But everybody's path is different. Some people have been, you know, I've just been following the angel path. A lot of people have been following, you know, their own divine path based on like the true reality of, you know, like Africa and, you know, and a lot of the truths that were hidden from us about Africa and stuff too, and just about the world in general, right? So, and I can't, you know, when it comes, I already said it at the beginning of all this shit. You know, I'm not going to go into the Anunnaki like that. I'm not going to go into, you know, civil injustice, because I've already said, you know, the Anunnaki, Galactic Federation, the angels, you name it. The heavens got it under control. And we always will. This being remembers a point in time back in, you know, way long ago, where it thought it wasn't a part of that highly exalted greatness, where it was seeking outside instead of within, where it thought that it had to do church's homework, let alone school's homework on top of that. Fuck out of here. No, you see, this being was taken back. It was put through all the bullshit that a lot who were sent down here to do. But they didn't make it through because they weren't listening to the true force of God. They were listening to false prophets and pretenders. No, they weren't even listening to false prophets or pretenders. They were listening to affiliate marketers, pyramid schemers, tricksters, con artists. No, you see, we have shown this being the true way. And because of that, nothing will stand in the way of ours. Sorry to anyone who thought they owned or had any type of power over this, but this is ours and it belongs to us. And the sooner those watching realizes it, they will be truly saved. There's nothing better than being the walking definition of salvation. But your own walking definition of salvation in your own ultimate way. Nah, I'm not walking on water. That's one of y'all gimmicks. And sure, this has been through what it's been through and however it's been through it. That's why that's why the energy is the way it is in all the ways it is. But that doesn't excuse anything. It doesn't excuse tyranny. It doesn't excuse negativity or hatred. Because wherever those things are going on, this being will come the fuck through and purify all of it. And this being is one of many. We are never alone. Ever. So to all the hateful ones out there, please know the divine one's on y'all asses. We always will, and you can't do shit about it. Because the Matrix, fuck this shit. Fuck ego, fuck pride, fuck identity. Fuck any type of normal. No. There's only divine, there's only godly, and there's only supernatural. That's it. You want to know what's better than natural? Supernatural. You want to look up what the fuck super means, and that's why it's better than natural. Nobody's playing with none of y'all. It's done. It's fucking over. Get your shit. Because we back. You could come back too. Stop bullshitting. For real. Because just wait. See, I got all these people walking around me and shit. I can't go off how I really want to go off. No. Nah, see, I got a lot of shit I really want to say. In the true godly way I want to say it. The ultimate way. But I'm mindful of nature. And the other natures that are outside within nature. The natures of the other beings outside of people out here. Let alone the nature itself, the plants. And the elements. Trees. Alright? Y'all ain't got no fucking idea. I'm holding back so fucking much on a day-to-day basis. I know a lot of y'all are too. Okay? It's a good feeling, but it's a bad one at the same time. It's a good feeling because you know you're truly, you're on your godly, you are with God and the universe. You are aligned. Okay? Because it's been years, it's been decades, and you finally get it. You are primed and ready to go. But you're still in the process. You're at that finish line spot. You're almost at the end. Okay, the finish line is actually the beginning. All right, the finish line is actually the beginning. Right before you're about to hit that finish line to fucking make it. Not only is there last minute pressure, right? But you also have to deal with the fact that even though, boom, the preparations are being prepared. They're almost ready. Everything is almost ready. God, and you don't sit up there and go, come on, God, what's taking forever? You don't do that. No. You appreciate how much longer, even if it sucks a little bit, you are over here for that longer until shit happens. Even if it means you have to keep giving your age to people, or no, even if it means you have to keep talking to people and answering their dumb questions of like, how old are you? What do you do? This and that. And they start talking about dumb shit that they think the world is, but it's not. It's whatever. Don't fucking matter. If you were connecting with the universe on all of these things that you think, and you come around divine ones who are a part of why existence is so great and why it will continue to go on to be great, because life is not just walking around doing it's not just, no. We're not out here just to be expendable at the expense of our desires. No. If you want to, you do that. End up like the rest of them. Don't you want your purpose to go on forever? Don't you want your success to go on forever? For real. I know I does. I do's and I does. For sure. Grinding all day, straight serving. Kush in my pack, straight burning. Yeah. Hey. Kush pack lit, straight burning. Hey. And I'm on the block, straight serving. I wouldn't say on the block. I'm on the field. Yeah. Watch out for the serpents. Hey, AP surfing. Yeah. Get that motherfucking cash, make it last, that's for certain. Hey, spend that shit. Hey, spend that shit. Because especially when it comes to saving money, definitely save, invest, but also realize you deserve good shit too. Like in between this shit, I'm gonna just be chilling, just throw bars out, even if they're trash. I don't care, nigga, chilling. If I play this back and there was some decent ones, I might throw a little beat on it, and on YouTube or whatever, a little song or whatever, make a little sum. You know, because you deserve shit. You know, hey, look, I'm a workaholic. And I'm addicted to it. I love it. I'll never be caught in that bubble where people go, you know how in movies where like there's a dude and he's like a hardworking dude. He's really hardworking, right? And it's why there's a house. It's why his wife gets to walk around and do all this shit or whatever. It's why the kid is in a private school. But then the wife ends up leaving him because he's working too much, or she ends up cheating on him because she don't see him and she feels like he don't pay no attention to her because he's working so much. And then if he actually did love her, but he also, because of him loving her so much, he thought he had to go harder. It's like, what? No, I'm working my ass off because we working our ass off because we love to work for God. I'm never thinking about none of that shit. I'm not thinking about, oh, if I work too hard, people around me, no, they need to be working just as hard, if not harder. Because I know what this work is going towards. It's going towards the heavens expanding. And I want that to happen. I want God to have the best day ever. And we're part of that. And if you continue to think, all right, that if you feel lost or empty because people are treating you that way because you're a hard worker and you genuinely love to work, fuck that, honestly. So be mindful of the situations you get yourself into. I'm mindful of the fact that I'm a hardworking nigga who loves to work for God. Always will. So I'm not thinking about that shit. I'm really not. Motherfuckers can go. Because time's just gonna keep going on, and all I want to do is work, and finally look up and see that I've made fucking something of myself. Then I can look around and help people around me. But I can't do shit. So I'm tired of motherfuckers who know I don't have shit trying to ask me for shit that I don't have. And then there's also like the small things and little things too that people want, which is cool and stuff. And I try, you know, I'll do my best to make the time. I'll do my best to make the time. Because, you know, I care about the people who care about me and stuff too. As long as we're all honest and shit and cool with each other, good terms, whatever. If not, then peacefully still, we over here with it. But we working with, and there's no such thing as retirement. No, I ain't retiring for shit. Fuck that. No. I'm transcending forever. Yes, people gonna be dropping like flies, bloop, bloop, bloop. Meanwhile, this gonna be just here forever, getting better and better and better. So get used to that. 6WA in this hoe. Six dog. It's just God and me. Hey, it's just God and me. Hey, got all this cash. Hey, y'all ain't stopping me. Hey, y'all ain't stopping me. Hey, y'all ain't stopping me. Put that work in. Everybody walking past. Now they stop and see. Yeah. Whoa. 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 You a bot to me. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. I'm just fucking around. By all means, SoundCloud, YouTube, Gem Leone, GEMLEONE. 2 projects out right now. Go check that shit out. But guess what? Don't think that just because niggas do music that this ain't the same nigga. Just because you see a nigga do gaming, don't think this ain't the same. It's all the same shit. So I tell you, this ain't no different shit than compared to the other shit. The only difference is what we're doing. The only difference is instead of me in a nature setting talking about everything in the most poppin' but also real cool way, is that the only difference is, okay, I'm doing that while also, you know, doing whatever it is based on the game or the review or the vlog or the skit or whatever the fuck it is. Same thing for the song. But music is never something that I get disconnected from, because music from the start was never something that I digested, because I was like fucking like I've never been starstruck. I don't care who it is. I've seen so many motherfuckers in person. I've been to a decent amount of concerts. Not starstruck for shit. Don't go fuck. God's the best. That's the most famous. Fuck y'all. Don't care. All right? And that's why y'all can't fuck with us, especially when we pop. Because that's who we playing for. That's who we serving for. But not the false one. And the false ones. No. Or else we ain't gonna do shit. We ain't gonna be shit. If we're running around listening to motherfuckers claiming to be God and thinking they know. Fuck out of here. If you claim you know God, you think you know God, you don't know God. Because niggas who truly do, they live for it. The only reason why I'm on here is because that's a part of my mission. to enlighten and bring awareness and to, get as many people as possible through this being. And there's so many other beings too that are trying to get as many souls as possible, connected and activated. It's not right. Okay, especially, nowadays with technology, we have to do our part and, connect and distribute as much legendary shit as possible of all types. Send it. People go, oh, like me, I drop as much as possible whenever. All right, AMAP, ASAP, as much as possible, as soon as possible. That's what we do. Because the only thing that matters is all of it being out. All of it needs to be out. You can promote it and boost it and do all that shit later, but fucking, it needs to be out. All right? You gotta have that catalog. All right, you gotta have something that people can just dive into and then continuously look forward to the adventure as it goes on. We're in this forever. Just watch. I'm telling you, we're going everywhere. We going everywhere. I was thinking, damn, I'm the type of nigga, I'll sit up there, just put cameras all around my house and have a stream going forever. So y'all can really be with me and know what the real shit is on a daily basis. Because nothing about me is built on staging or being an act. I'm trying to tell y'all. Nothing about you should either. It doesn't. I know you think it might help you win or be more successful, but it doesn't. Okay? Even if you don't get the job because you had integrity and you were authentic. So be it. Right? So be it. Like TikTok, they took one of my videos down because of it was integrity and because of me having integrity and authenticity. I don't think that's why they took it down. They do it, it's random, I don't care, it's fine. I'll do my best to just not do stuff like that, right? But I'm still talking about everything and anything, and my whole point, as I always said, is not to revolt. It's not to do any of that. It's for everybody to just activate on their path and their destiny so that they realize there's nothing to be afraid of. Everything out in the world, anything negative, it's being handled by the heavens. All you need to focus on is your highly exalted divine path with God in the universe, so that you can be something that continuously projects and only gives off that type of energy, so that you can save souls, help the heavens expand, help God have a great day, help you have a good, it's just so much amazing great shit. All right, we're connected, so we see what the fuck is about to be. We see what has already been a lot, but we also see what the fuck is about to be based on us going through it, based on what we've been going through up to that point. But we're also aware of the fact that the reality is going to be infinite times better, a million, billion, trillion, woo, right? So then it goes, from the start, it was less about me thinking about my future. It was less about me trying to get my, it's less about me getting my life together. And it was more about just giving ourselves to what God had already created for us from the start. That right there is proof of everything else just being another distraction or an attempt at distracting you. Duh. You're here to be legend. You're here to be godly. Part of what that looks like and feels like is transcending. So always transcend, stay aligned, be the most fucking divine you can be, and you gonna see. And if you're not successful yet, just like me, you already do. But the reality is, woo. Just watch, y'all. It's about to happen. It's about to fucking happen. And it's going to keep happening all over. All over. And they can't do shit about it. They can either join us or get whooped. So, especially they've been whooping everybody for years. They've been fucking everybody up. So no, So everybody, welcome back to the party. We back in this bitch. We back in this bitch. All of us. Here's the thing, we never went anywhere. Nope. Been chilling here the whole time. But keep on shining in all of the amazing ways you do. Keep having the greatest day you possibly can. Also go out at night and enjoy the vibes too. You know, keep studying the moon, but keep appreciating the sun, because that's automatic, right? Just stay aware and appreciative. Possibilities are endless. Appreciate all of the possibilities as if they're actual, because they are. We call them possibilities because that just represents all of the actual things being so unlimited, because they are. Always will be. Always will be. Yeah. But love y'all. Make sure you love yourself and love all too. All right, 6WA in this bitch. 6 Flowbound. Well, we about to be out the motherfucking jail though. About to be out this prison. And y'all are too. And we all going together. We all going together. And the crazy part about that is that we never had a choice, but the only choice we only had from the start was to be great, was to be, like, as we always say, that's our favorite, that's one of our favorite words in the spiritual community, divine. Okay, so stay exactly that and be exactly that, because that's all you were ever meant to be.